This is the passion, drama and action that defines the A1GP World Cup of Motorsport.
Set to go racing. The lights go out. It's Piquet for Brazil.
A stunning start from Switzerland.
It's Malaysia with a quick start. And Great Britain on the attack and takes the lead.
A1GP is the first and only motorsport series in which nations have the opportunity to compete on equal terms with identical technology. This means that every race, every event and the championship is determined by the bravery, skill, ingenuity and brilliance of the competitors and their teams. It is a true World Cup that is celebrated with flags, colour and anthems to be shared by everyone. From its inception, A1GP has inspired business leaders and politicians with its global message.
Of the possibility for people to compete and yet be one humanity. I think that's a very important part of this project.
It is indeed a very unique privilege for me to be here, to be launching this A1 team Pakistan.
No other sporting event brings together so frequently national pride, confidence and sporting ability. Unique carbon fibre race cars are built by specialist manufacturers Lola, and racing slicks are provided by Cooper tyres. The 550 horsepower 3.4 litre V8 engine is built by Zytec and is mated to a 6-speed paddle shift gearbox. But no traction control, it's all about the driver's skill. Gaining the approval of motor racing stars past and present.
I think the concept is very good. It's a winter series which nobody has yet. The car looks very interesting. So I think everything looks done very professionally.
At the end of the day, you're looking for similarities between the cars, and whoever wins is the best. So I think this is a great idea.
With race weekends taking place in 5 continents, a dedicated logistics team transports these machines from Europe to Asia, Australasia, Africa, America and back again.
We're talking 50 cars travelling around the world, equipment for teams. We have one mechanic with each team to keep control of the spec of the cars.
A1GP World Cup of Motorsport truly achieved its main aim to introduce motorsport to new markets and new sponsors. The first A1GP season saw 8 nations recording race wins, and teams from such emerging motorsport nations as Indonesia, China, Pakistan, Lebanon and India. A1GP is proud to be inclusive, global and to reach out to the family audiences that proudly support their national sporting heroes. Whilst providing first-class coverage of the motor racing, A1GP's TV broadcast seeks most fundamentally to entertain.
We had our television pictures all over the world. Over 130 countries ended up taking the actual series programs from as far east as China all the way through to the other side of the world, America. The coverage was quite extensive. I think we accomplished what we set out to do, and there's more to come.
There certainly is, with innovative ideas coming this season to provide unparalleled coverage.
I think it's been a great year for A1. It's completely surpassed my expectations, I mean, in every way.
In my sincere opinion, it is the best thing that ever happened in motor racing. I think the key element, which is so much different to any other sports, is that this is all about the whole and not about the individual.
Of course, beginning in Branch Hatch was very impressive with the full house and all that. But I think the start has been much more positive than anybody would have expected.
I love the concept of A1 Grand Prix, the Grand Prix of Nations.
This is not a drivers' championship. Each team represents their country, racing in their national colours. Over 20 different countries are represented, and although all are fiercely competitive, there is a great camaraderie between the nations. A1GP drivers are a mixture of experience and youthful enthusiasm. For many of the up-and-coming young drivers, the A1GP car is by far the fastest challenge they have yet faced. They compete against established names from Formula 1, Indy Racing League, Champ Car and DTM, all with reputations to maintain and points to prove. But only in A1GP do they compete for their country. There are races within races, national and regional pride to be won, whether fighting for a place on the podium or a place towards the back of the field. The A1GP concept features the unique ability to bring nations and business together and was founded with a sound business model. The teams are franchised to the seat holders who then employ drivers and are free to bring in their own sponsors and design their own liveries. It is the first motorsport series created with the intention of representing over 80% of the world's population.
O conceito do A1GP é muito alucinante, né? Porque você reúne 25 equipes, 25 países, numa competição onde os carros são idênticos, e isso pode fazer com que o campeonato seja emocionante do início ao fim.
The camaraderie down the pit lane, although you have 25 different cultures, nations, everyone gets on. I think it shows you that people get on from all sides of the world, no matter what the differences are. That makes it very, very different. The competition's definitely still there. Everyone wants to go back home and say they've done well. But amongst the teams, yeah, I think if you walk up and down, you can feel the friendship. You can feel the guys are excited to be back. They're excited that they're going to spend the next 6 months together competing. And obviously always keeping in mind that they're competing for their nation. But in terms of competition in the pits and so on, you find that it's one people of the world, that's it.
A1 Grand Prix has found the right balance between technology and competition. It has created racing packed with overtaking and incidents and is the most exciting open-wheel series seen in the last decade.
Attack in front, for the lead, final lap, can he get around? Oh no! Literally on the inside of the collide and level and over again into the gravel. Oh, India's hit Pakistan! Would you believe it, the two great rival nations have collided.
3 cars abreast as they come down the touching wing. PK, that's PK is touching Japan.
And with that, France has won the World Cup of Motorsport. It's a dominant performance.
This is A1GP World Cup of Motorsport.